Hi, everybody. So I want to make a Google form to populate my contact log. So if I go to my contact log, this is the one that Ms. Mata sent, and I have to fill this out every time I make parent contact. What if I could create a form that had a drop-down menu so that every time I made contact, all I would have to do is click and I could see a list of my students. So I'm going to show you how to set that up. Okay, so the first thing I've done is I've created a contact log 2021 form, and I based all of my questions on the contact log. So if I go back to the contact log, student ID, last name, first name, grade, student email, primary phone, student's phone, all of those are here on my contact log. Okay, so now I want to create a drop down of student IDs so that I can put there. So the easiest way to get that information is through Skyward. You're going to go to your Skyward and print out, or I'm sorry, export your class roster to an Excel sheet. Now, because of the student data, I don't want to um, release any sensitive information on this video. I'm going to create just fake IDs, fake last names, and I'm going to show you how that works. Okay, so I have a list of fake names, fake last names, fake first names, phone number, ID number. Now, if I go back to my Google form, I have student IDs. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. I'm going to change this to a drop down and my options. So I'm going to go back to my spreadsheet with my information. Now your real one will be from Skyward. I'm going to paste and all my student phone numbers show up. Oh, I did ID numbers. Sorry. So again, you make a mistake, undo button. Let's go back down to phone number. We're going to make it a drop down. We're going to paste. Okay. Now I'm also going to put the same information here. So it's going to be a drop down. I'm going to paste. And so my phone numbers are there. Now I need to enter my student ID numbers. So these are my fake student ID numbers. Copy, paste. But I think you get the idea of what's going to happen at the end. I go to drop down and let me get my fake last names. Copy, and I'm going to paste, and then my fake first names. Again, drop down. We're working exclusively with drop down menus to save you time when you type. Copy, paste. And so now I have my last names, ID numbers, I have my phone numbers, student phone numbers. Okay, so this should have been student emails. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to delete these. Now I didn't find an email generator, but if the student has an email on Skyward, again, you'll get that on the Excel file. This will be emails. You can copy, paste, and then put it here under student emails, and you have a drop down. And so let's see what this looks like when we fill it out. So I'm going to pick an ID number. I know my student's last name is this. this 10th grade. Again, we don't have email. We need to fix that. We have telephone. We have the other telephone number. We can just repeat it. And then okay, so I made those changes really quick off camera. And so let's try it one more time. Student ID, last name. Now I would have to make one of these for every class, but if you make it at the beginning of the year, here you can put the email, whatever, then you won't have to do it again. And so I click the date that I made contact, great student, mom was happy. And let's put great student, comment, submit. And when we go to our form, we go to the responses. I have it right here. It's the second one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy. I'm going to cut or copy. And then I'm going to go to the corresponding class. And I'm going to paste. And I have my first parent contact in there with a Google form and a Dropbox. So if you have any questions or comments, send me an email and we can try to figure it out together.